All right, how y'all doing? This is Cornelius with Cecil and Henry, and this is their wisest moment. Whichever one wants to start. Uh,
Start on what now?
your wisest moment. Something that,
Wisest moment.
yeah, something that got you through hard times that you still relate to. Like for me, it was always one of the things. My dad was hard on me, and
My dad was hard on me. He was
If
alcoholic.
you were raised around here, your dad was hard on you.
yeah,
My dad was alcoholic.
and see, he was handicapped. He used to be an airborne ranger. Later on, lost his legs after being a police officer.
Oh yeah.
And the biggest thing is that even though he didn't have legs, the man still would get down on the ground and like, "Oh, you think you can't do it?" and show me how to do it, and sit there and look at me like, "Yeah, no-legged man just did your job." And every time I see somebody younger than me, it's always my dad would be embarrassed if I started acting like you, letting a woman do a job that's built for a man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my wisest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Okay.
daddy was a farmer and a bootlegger. He raised 8 kids,
Whew, now, yeah, that's a hard job.
and he come from a family of 13. Mama from a family of 16,
Wow.
and her mother from a family of 22.
Whew.
Leaving boys and leaving girls.
Wow. That's a large family.
Mm.
That's a lot of feeding in a large family. Like everybody has to help out with that.
Mm-hmm. And everybody did. That was your job.
Yeah.
No, my folks, my dad, my grandma on my dad's side there were 8 kids, and then on my mom's side there was 4. And everybody farmed. You had groceries. If you wanted to eat, you had to be able to hunt, fish, and farm, which was a good thing because my daughter now she's a pharmacist and she can catch her own food.
There you go.
You know.
My kid's still up in mama. She ain't come out yet. I ain't never got married.
Okay. Hey, nah, that's still all good. I mean, hey, like for me, like I said, my dad made sure that I was a tough guy. Yeah, and I always
Well,
was.
Dad did too. He made sure all of us tough.
Yeah. So that was my biggest thing. Like, I mean, people look at me like, "You really lifting that?" I'm like, "Yeah." Don't you find it easy to do it this way? They're like, "Yeah, but that's hard work." I'm like, "Yeah,
If we had anything, he made us get out and work for it.
that's right." And a lot of these kids nowadays don't know how to
He
do
didn't
that.
have nothing hand to us.
No.
Yeah, you had to work.
It's not like your kids today. Kids now get anything they want.
Mhm.
We didn't.
Oh, trust me, I know that. I passed too easily one time through school. Dad pulled me back the next grade, back to the same grade. Was like, "Nah, you passed too easily." I'm like, "Nah, you got to work harder than that."
Well, I failed the first grade 2 years.
Hey, Lisa failed her driving test like 8 times.
My nephew done that.
Ooh.
Nah, we just
No, we just been friends. Cecil moved here 30 some years ago across the road. And I was living out there then with another old man, taking care of him, looking after him. He was a cousin of mine, and a little related to Cecil too. And then me and Cecil got to be good friends. Got to find out we was a little related, and his family is some of my family, and we and him got to be good friends. So we get together every morning or every evening, sit on the porch and watch it. People go by and we hear them blow the horn or wave at us. I told Cecil the other day I was gonna put my Santa Claus suit on Sunday and come out here and set.
I'll bring the kids by.
That's the wave at everybody.
No, my kids will love it.
that would be pretty cool.
I said I'm gonna trip some of these people out.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
and they see us because we retired.
Yeah, we both
We
retired.
both retired, so don't have a whole lot to do. Some days we're working a
I've
butts
been
off,
I've
but
been-
try to meter it out,
Yeah.
balance it out.
I've been a caretaker most of my life.
That's good. I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. I've done that for both my parents before they both
I
passed.
just lost a good friend 5 months ago. Lived with me.
Sorry about
He was
that.
71. He had cancer.
Damn.
He was a mighty good fella.
Yep, Mitch was.
Ah, the other gentleman that was here. Oh, yeah, because it was always off and on the third man that was always out here with you.
That's Mitch.
Oh,
And
damn. Sorry
he
to.
was great. He was great. Sweet guy.
looked after him for 12 years. He moved out here 12 years ago. Then he started getting worse, and I just moved him in with me. Now I took care of him the last 2 years this year.
Wow.
And see, my world's a little different. I started out, went to the high school up here. Henry did too. And I played football, left the football, went to the Army, got to be air traffic controller in the Army, and got connected with computers. And I started learning computers, got back here, I was the first programmer the county hired, the school system hired.
Wow.
And then start building them because I like tinkering with electronics, and I went to electronics school, and went to Avery and finished up my bachelor's and everything, and eventually, after 31 years of work with the school system, retired, due to cancer. I just retired, and I've been kind of sitting on my butt.
We both had cancer.
Wow.
I had leukemia. I just got intermission here this year.
Yeah,
he
that
had,
seems
he
to
had
be.
prostate cancer.
It used to be a time that the elders would
And
say,
the other fella died with lung cancer.
Wow.
and
We all been pretty close, us three.
Yeah.
yeah, they
And
used to
it's
say pneumonia was an old person's friend. It seemed like to me cancer was now. It's always around. So did that, and after I retired, just kind of chillaxed.
I mean, y'all are doing phenomenal. I mean, I really was hoping that y'all would do this, and I always kept waving it every single day. I'm always.
Yeah, we don't drink liquor and party like hell, nothing. We just have fun.
Yeah, no. I'm always working. I work at Ply Gym now, and I've been there for 9 years. And I go home and I mess with my PC. I stream. I also use my 3D printers, so I build on that. And then I have 3 kids and my wife, and yeah. So no, I just love talking to y'all. I mean, truthfully, y'all remind me of like family that I have that always.
Well, when we was growing up, I would live with my grandparents. When I was growing up, because I left home when my daddy was
Yeah.
abusive. And I lived with my grandparents, my uncles, and the other friends and cousins until I got on my own and everything. I got on my own at the age of 16. And I learned the world quick. And I said, the only way you'll have anything in here, you got to work hard and get it.
Yeah.
And I never asked nobody for nothing, and then won't ask nobody. And I don't borrow nothing from nobody, because if you borrow, it's hell to give back.
That's right.
And I don't go out and party with all these whack heads and everything.
Yeah. No, it's better to be by yourself sometimes
But
because.
I enjoy it now. Since I retired, I just like to come out and sit on the porch and sit and talk a little bit, and then go to the house, go to bed.
Yeah.
I mean, go somewhere. I go play cards once in a while.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. I
Just
mean,
a lot of things I do.
Yeah, no, I'm still I play computer games, play a lot of Warcraft sometimes, and that's online with my buds.
you'll get along with my uncles.
Fly remote helicopters, airplanes. I build a lot of electronic stuff.
And one time I ain't doing this, I'm a cook.
Another fancy
he's
thing
a
I love.
darn good cook.
See, okay, see,
Oh,
I have more in common with older gentlemen than I have with my own age. Seriously.
I have fish fries every year.
Yeah, if you ever get one, boy, I better bring your plate and a big old greasy thing and a spoon, because that's some good eating.
Y'all are making me hungry now.
I love to
It's
cook.
the first time, we lived across, and he said, well, come on and eat. And come on. I was like, dang, because see, my ex she's a good cook too. I mean, she was a real good cook. And my daughter was raised on fish because at that time, I was bass tournament fishing. And so we go and we catch, my fishing partner and I, we catch crappie, bring it back here, fix it up, and Sue would fix the crappie up and make sure it had no bones in it. And then the daughter put on a plate in front of her. She just push her face in the plate and just go to work. No bones.
Oh,
And so
yes.
Emily's, she's 34, I think, and she's a pharmacist. And so she remembers that too, because when I was a senior, when she was a senior in high school, she was my fishing partner. And so we go out here and fish, and she would not use the stand up because I had a bass boat with the decks.
Okay.
She didn't like standing up on it because of the way the boat's moving. She would sit down and she would catch fish. But that kid was awesome. And the boat was fast, so she was like me. We like to do the
Flip it on back.
thing, run down the lake at 70 mile an hour, boy. That's nice.
That's bad. I turn man when I go on the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Turn around backwards.
Oh man.
That was fun, but I got rid of that after a while and went back to school. That's when I ended up because I had to figure out how to put her through school. So I needed more money. To get more money, you had to get more schooling.
Yeah.
So did that, and it did pay off.
We done worked hard. We ain't gonna enjoy ourselves. We told each other.
That's it.
That's great. I mean,
I sat and watched the old people when I was growing up, and just sat there and looked at them and said, "One of these days, I'm gonna be like that." That's what I used to say.
yeah.
And I remember one time that my Uncle Doc was sitting on the porch with Daddy, and I said, "I gotta get me a chew that back that he got." And I kept on saying, "Uncle Doc, give me a little bit, give me a little bit." I was 7 years old. And he looked over at Daddy, my daddy was named Guy. He said, "Guy, what boy can wear me that old back? Can I give him a piece?" He said, "Yeah, give him some. He'll wish he never seen it." So he gave me a piece, and I done sat and watched him see how he works it in his jaw. I put it in my jaw just working like hell. He didn't tell me to spit. I was eating